Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast channel. I'm James, and today we have something really exciting, a secret that can change how you speak English forever. Amelia, my co-host, is here with me. How are you feeling about today's topic? Hi, everyone. I'm Amelia, and honestly, James, I'm super excited. You know, so many English learners feel nervous to speak because they worry about mistakes. But today, we're going to talk about why speaking first and thinking later can actually make you fluent faster. It's kind of like learning to ride a bike. You can't stay still forever. Exactly. And here's a little secret. The more you pause to think, the more your speaking slows down. And the more you speak, even with mistakes, the faster you get better. But don't worry, we'll guide you step by step. And just to make it fun, we're going to share stories, practice real conversations, and explore little tricks that make English feel natural. That's right. And today's episode is not just about theory. We'll give you live practice with us. So if you're ready to speak English with confidence, even if you make mistakes, stick with us. But James, before we dive in, tell us, have you ever had a moment where you tried to speak English and froze completely? Oh yes, I remember one day in a cafe, I tried to order coffee in English and my mind went blank. I could see the barista waiting and all I could think was, say something, anything, please. I ended up pointing at the menu like a tourist. Oh no, I've been there too. And that's exactly why we want to help learners feel comfortable talking first. Even if you mess up, the conversation doesn't stop. You keep going, and over time, your brain learns new words faster. Yes, Amelia. So in today's episode, we'll explore three main things. First, why speaking first actually helps you think faster in English. Second, how to practice so it becomes a habit. And third, real-life stories from people who used this method and became fluent. But before we start, let's warm up a little with a short conversation. Are you ready? Ready. Let's do a quick talk first exercise. I'll ask you something easy, and you answer quickly, without thinking too much. Perfect. What's your favorite memory from school? Quick, your first thought. I remember running to catch the ice cream truck, and I fell, but I laughed so hard that my friends laughed too. That's amazing. And see, you just spoke a full sentence naturally, no hesitation. That's the power of talking first. Exactly. And today, we'll practice this more and more. By the end of this episode, you'll see how fun speaking English can be. Okay, let's get deeper. Why do you think so many learners stop speaking English, Amelia? I think it's fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding funny. But the truth is, mistakes are part of learning. Without mistakes, you can't improve. Right. And there's also this trap. Thinking too much. Some learners spend hours reading, writing, and memorizing, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. They have all the knowledge, but the mouth doesn't cooperate. Yes, it's like knowing how to swim in theory, but never getting into the water. You can talk about English for hours, but until you actually speak, your brain doesn't connect words with action. Exactly, and that's why today we're focusing on a very simple rule. Talk first. Think later. Your first goal is to get your words out. Not perfect, just words. And let's be honest, James, speaking first is also about confidence. Every time you speak, even with small mistakes, your brain gets proof. Hey, I can do this. And confidence grows faster than grammar rules. Right, and here's a trick for beginners. When you don't know a word, just describe it. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, the thing I use when it rains. People will understand. Yes, and that's how you keep the conversation flowing. English learners often pause too long, thinking, I need the perfect word. But in real life, people communicate even with simple words. That's why speaking first works. And today, we'll show you exercises and real-life examples where you speak first and think later. Little by little, your fluency grows. So let's start our first real practice story. James, can you share a moment where you talked first and it worked, even though you didn't know all the words? Oh yes, I remember this travel story in Paris. I was in Paris, standing in front of a small bakery. I wanted to buy a croissant, but my French was very basic. I only knew bonjour and merci. I could see the barista smiling at me, expecting me to speak. My mind froze. Oh, I can imagine. So what did you do? I just took a deep breath and said, I, I want croissant, please? That's it. Just 3 words. But you know what? She understood perfectly. And then I tried adding chocolate, and she nodded and gave me one. That's so relatable. You didn't know the perfect sentence, but you spoke anyway. That's exactly the point of talking first. Yes, and after that moment, I felt brave. I could try more words, more sentences. By the end of the day, I was speaking to a taxi driver, a shopkeeper, even random people in the street, all because I started talking first. Amazing! And this is the challenge we want our listeners to take. Imagine you are in a new country, or even a new conversation in English. Don't wait for the perfect words. Speak. Just start. And here's another tip for speaking. Smile when you speak. People are more patient when you look friendly. It also relaxes you, and words come faster. So true. And for our listeners, here's a little exercise. Think of one small thing you want to say in English today, maybe to a friend or online. Don't think about grammar, just say it. That's your first Talk First challenge. And if you want, you can pause this podcast, try it, and come back. We'll continue with more stories, tips, and exercises. But Amelia, what's your personal Talk First story? Oh, James, this one is funny. A few years ago, I was at a restaurant in London. I wanted to ask for water, but I was nervous because the waiter looked serious. Oh no, I can already imagine what happened. So I said very quickly, I want water, please. But then I panicked and added, with, ice, maybe? The waiter paused, looked at me, and then smiled. That's perfect. And what did he do? He laughed kindly and gave me the water, but the best part, I realized I could keep speaking even if it was awkward. That little moment changed how I approached speaking English. I stopped waiting for perfect sentences. And that's exactly the lesson for everyone listening. You don't need perfect grammar or fancy words, just start speaking. Even a small sentence builds fluency and confidence. And here's a practical tip for our listeners. Before a conversation, think of 3 simple phrases you can say. They don't have to be perfect. For example, hello, how are you? I like this. Can you help me? When you use them, you train your brain to speak quickly. Yes, and another tip is to repeat after yourself. When you make a sentence, say it aloud again. Your mouth remembers the words faster and your confidence grows. Exactly. And if you feel nervous, you can even practice alone first. Talk to yourself in the mirror or record your voice. Don't worry about mistakes, just talk. That's so powerful. So let's do a short practice together. Amelia, I'll ask a question and you answer fast. Ready? Ready. What's your favorite food right now? I love pizza. Cheese, tomato, and extra olives. I could eat it every day. Perfect. You spoke naturally. Now, listeners, your turn. Stop for a moment and say your favorite food aloud. Quick, without thinking too much. That's the magic of talking first. You start, you speak, your English improves naturally. Now, let's explore some techniques to make this habit part of your daily life. Amelia, what's the first technique you recommend? The first technique is called sentence starters. These are small phrases you can use in any conversation. For example, I think, I feel, in my opinion, yesterday You just start speaking and then add details as you go. I love that. And the second technique is shadowing. It's when you listen to English, like in podcasts or videos, and try to speak at the same time. You don't have to get every word right, just speak along. It trains your mouth and brain together. Yes, and the third technique is word replacement. When you forget a word, describe it in English. For example, if you forget pen, you say, the thing I use to write. It keeps the conversation flowing. And here's a bonus, daily 5-minute talk. Every day, pick a topic for 5 minutes and speak out loud. It could be about your day, your favorite movie, or even your pet. Don't stop. Just 5 minutes. Over time, this builds incredible fluency. And the beauty is, these techniques are simple. You don't need fancy lessons. You just need courage to start talking, even imperfectly. Exactly. And here's a little challenge for our listeners. Pick one of these techniques today and try it. 5 minutes of talking starting right now, even if no one is listening. Yes, and remember, mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every time you speak, your brain gets faster at thinking in English. Right, and if you do this consistently, speaking English will feel more like a natural conversation, not a test. So let's reflect a little. What happens when you talk first, think later? You realize that English is not scary. You feel more confident, your brain starts forming